likes for this videos. If we get more than 2,000 likes at this videos, we will upload more patriotic news. IT started. President Trump met with a very important person for the first time. Condoleezza Rice returned to Washington, D.C. She has appointed a meeting with President Trump at 10 a.m. after she met with Vice President Mike Pence earlier today, according to the Washington Examiner. Condoleezza Rice has a meeting with Mike Pence and then he walks her into the Oval Office to meet the boss? Very interesting. Former Secretary of State Condoleezza Rice served in George W. Bush's administration in multiple roles. She is widely respected in Washington and national security circles. While she has chosen to focus on her work in the private sector at Stanford University and other important roles rather than be a political figure, don't forget she turned down a chance to run for president. Which took guts because everyone in the Republican Party wanted her to run in 2008 and 2012. Let me explain what this means. Everyone means a huge majority of Republican insiders and donors. Cash. Infrastructure. And the Republican base was fired up at the thought. She had a real chance to win. All those people offering her money and praise and a real shot at the White House? Telling her how great she was, some sincere, some just thought she would win and wanted to hitch their wagon to her? Regardless of motive, the result is an almost irresistible opportunity. Few have had the courage to say no. Very few. Joe Biden and Nancy Reagan, everyone wanted Nancy to run for something, are the only ones I can remember who turned it down. H.T. World's politics, she is known to be a professional over Russian issues. Does this mean that President Trump has a job for her or something else? Massive news. President Trump just got the best news of his presidency. Look what happened to him today. The mainstream liberal media is trying to make a fake picture of Trump's presidency, by representing that he is such a massive failure, and has no hope to win in 2020. They are all dead wrong. We can all agree that Trump is doing a better job than Obama, even though he is only 2 months in office. However, the conservatives are not the only ones that think the liberal media is wrong. A few major liberals think that Trump has a chance to win again in 2020. Major anti-Trump liberal, Alec Baldwin, known for impersonating Trump on Saturday Night Live, said that there is nobody among the Democrats who can actually beat Trump in the presidential elections in 2020. None of those people are going to beat Trump, Baldwin said. You think things are bad now, I tell you when things are going to be worse, if he wins again. This is definitely not a good sign for the ignorant Democrats, since even the person who cannot stand Trump, acknowledges that he will likely be elected again. This comes as President Trump is following all his campaign promises. He cracked down on illegal immigration, which was his major campaign promise not supported by the Democrats. He brought back millions of jobs to the U.S., and many more. It feels like America has the power again. What do you think about this? Would you vote for Trump again? If you'd vote for Trump again, please like and share. Unthinkable. CBS reporter tries to embarrass Ivanka Trump, immediately regrets it. Liberal hack Gayle just interviewed Ivanka Trump on CBS and attacked her right away. But Ivanka proved once again that she's just like her father and can stand up against the liberal media. Gayle asked Ivanka if she felt complicit with what her father was doing to the White House, and Ivanka saw right through this attack. Gayle wanted her to apologize for her father, and instead she stood up for President Trump and destroyed Gayle on live TV. Video below. If being complicit is wanting to be a force for good and to make a positive impact, then I'm complicit. I don't know what it means to be complicit, but I hope time will prove that I have done a good job, and much more importantly that my father's administration is the success that I know it will be. Watch this 1-minute clip, then share on Facebook if you stand with Ivanka and President Trump. Hilarious. Watch Jim Acosta from CNN burst into tears after Trump put him in back row. CNN White House correspondent Jim Acosta can cry about President Trump seating him in the back row at a recent press conference until hell or Siberia freezes over. Back in January, Acosta verbally accosted the president, who called the newscaster rude and a peddler of fake news. Former CNN talking head Reza Islam took things down a notch and called Trump a piece of shit on Twitter and was fired. Turned out Acosta was so upset about the seating arrangement that he went on CNN and cried to Wolf Blitzer how it might have been retaliation against CNN for nothing other than its stellar reporting on Trump. What happened? Blitzer asks in his usually serious and penetrating manner. Acosta noted that in most cases representatives of the media are placed in one section, therefore it was highly unusual that he would find his seat waiting in the faraway hinterlands of Trump's press conference in the Rose Garden. He said it was like being in Siberia. It's doubtful that Acosta has ever been to Siberia in Putin's vilified Russia, but we get the Russian connection. Acosta later assured CNN viewers that if it was in fact retaliation, it was not going to deter CNN reporters from asking tough questions. CNN can ask all the tough questions it wants. It's what the network does afterward that matters. Usually, the product is more fake news and a speedy retraction or explanation. So, it's only natural that Trump might want to keep CNN at arm's length with permanent exile to media Siberia. We would love to hear your comments about Trump's banishment of CNN reporter Jim Acosta to the furthest rear section during a recent White House press conference. Alert City tells Trump to take down American flag, so he does this instead. Video. Donald Trump is true American. On one of his luxurious properties in Palm Beach, Florida, Trump proudly flies the American flag. Now, it appears that Trump may be punished for flying the flag at Mar-a-Lago, given that authorities found that it was hung at 50 feet. City ordinances call for flagpoles to be kept under 30 feet. If charges hold, Trump could be forced to pay $120,000. For what? Being extra patriotic? Trump was determined not to remove the flag, so he decided to lower it to 30 feet. He also called for the city to donate the fine to veterans organizations. "I'm a very patriotic guy," Trump said in a statement. "I'm very proud of the country, and I don't want to take down the American flag. And I don't believe you need permits to put up the American flag." Since making the decision, the legendary businessman and presidential hopeful has received immense support from the community. What do you think? Is Trump the kind of leader we need in this country? Breaking the Trump family comes with a heartbreaking announcement. Details. We hear all kinds of lies about our first family. They have been under constant attack ever since he stepped into office. These lies and verbal terror after the liberals met with a fiasco, turned into a violent rage on the streets. This is wrongdoing and we know how and why this thing happened, but it is absurd why this crazy liberal attacked Trump's family. That is insane because this person is innocent and have nothing to do with politics or anything close to that. Now, this child told their heartbreaking story to the American people. Eric Trump, President-elect Donald Trump's son, and his wife Laura confirmed they donated an astounding $20 million to help sick children. They gave the money to St. Jude Children's Hospital, an organization devoted to helping children with rare or incurable diseases. Eric Trump described St. Jude's as a national treasure. In this video, Eric is stunned and visibly moved when he recounts his first visit to the hospital and saw all the wonderful work that was being done. He decided he had to be involved with such a worthy cause, but even St. Jude was shocked at the amount he gave to help their incredible mission. Eric said he was proud to be a part of such an important organization. While he acknowledged how blessed he was to have healthy children, he understands the importance of charity, to help others less fortunate, and in this case he wants to help find a solution for pediatric cancer, the disease that takes so many young children before their time. How is Eric doing this? He is giving money to people with the ideas and means to find solutions. Kind of what his father wants to do with our crumbling economy. This is the true Trump family, caring, humble, and smart. Contrast that with the caricatures the press tried to give them, of heartless greedy billionaires, and it is easy to see why the majority of Americans do not trust the press. We didn't believe them, so we elected Donald Trump. This shows us what kind of president we have. He is an honest man with a great family. God bless him. What do you think of this? Share your opinion.